Episode 4 of Them the Scare begins with Edmund listening to his usual self-care tape and visiting the creator. Turns out it is the architect, Dr. Gaines, who also happens to be Edmund's former foster father. He tries to talk to Gaines, his mum and his sister, but they tried to make him leave. It is revealed that they had adopted him, but because of his tantrums they dropped him at a foster home on his 12th birthday. He wants to know why they left him, and Dr. Gaines reveals he needed to protect Lacey, his real daughter. Elsewhere, Dawn pretends to be a cop's wife and approaches Mrs. McKinney, who lets it slip that McKinney wasn't home on the night of Curtis's murder. Dawn tells Diaz, who reveals that McKinney has never gotten more than a 2-day suspension for any brutality complaints. And back in 1982, a murder case was dropped while his partner, Stenson, retired. Dawn visits Stenson, who reveals that McKinney is in a blue group which consists of corrupt cops who cover for each other. He shows her the case files of the 82 murder, and it shows a black boy beaten to death. Mrs. McKinney had claimed the cops had done it, but when he brought it up, he was forced to retire. He was part of the group too, and for initiation he had to get a tattoo, which he later sliced off. That night, Edmund picks up a hooker, but starts insulting her for not having a life. He locks her in the car and is about to get physical when cops arrive. They think he is a Southside Slayer, and he acts the part. The cops find audition tapes of him fumbling through the same lines and let him go, which angers him, as he thinks it means he is not a good actor. Meanwhile, Athena finds Dawn's hypertension pills, which are laid out in a trail to a box. She then hallucinates Dawn, telling her that she is lying. As for the real Dawn, she follows McKinney from his home to the blue cult-like group's gathering. There are several white cops doing target practice here and drinking. They catch her and McKinney threatens her to stay away. She arrives home to Athena crying and revealing that she and her husband adopted her. The hypertension Dawn has is from her real father, and the note in the box is the only thing left behind by her biological mother. Dawn is shocked and unable to process this sudden revelation. Meanwhile, Edmund messes up Donovan's home and watches a tape of his 6th birthday. As Donovan arrives, Edmund ambushes him and throws him in the trunk of his car. It then cuts to the same scene we saw at the beginning of episode 1. It turns out the man held captive is Donovan, and they are in the basement of the arcade. Edmund makes him watch his birthday tape and forces him to enact it. Donovan begs Edmund to let him go. Well, if only it was that easy. Edmund unties one hand, only to break it. Donovan attacks, but Edmund traps his leg and breaks it as episode 4 comes to an end. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.